From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at what's now known as Paycor Stadium here in Cincinnati. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And this opening dynamic kickoff not going to be returned. It'll come out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Let's go alpha right here. Here we go. Good. All right.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Well, this defense for the Bengals, they have certainly had their struggles to start the season, but they put it all together in getting that first victory a week ago.
And while you can't actually see confidence rising in a unit, you feel like you can. And when you look at this team, you definitely think that it is, because anytime you can tell your offense, just get us a couple of touchdowns, we got this thing locked down, that's when you know you're playing well.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Hey, Ken. Here we go, son. All right.
Fields going to keep it running right. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that, and here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game, and all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and that will bring up 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Here we go.
Now it's Fields. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Watson. Man open, that's Jamar Chase, complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that, because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Watson down to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Patrick Queen coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
One of the league's best linebackers, he ended that play almost before it began, and the running back absolutely overmatched no matter what he tried to do.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Hey, 59! 54! Out!
Here's Watson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. Will Lutz on for the point after. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Now we'll pause for an injury here. That's George Pickens, the receiver who's in some discomfort. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one.
Here we go.
On second down, here's the option. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
They need 2. Here's third down.
Here we go. Right.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he will have a Steelers first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
A lot depended on the spot there, and he got it. But it wasn't by much, was it? I remember Coach Madden talking about, depending on which foot the official used, that would tell you whether you had the first down or not. You want that upfield foot to be the one that spots the ball, don't you?
And you and I have the luxury of a couple extra views here in the booth, and he did get it, but not by much.
Don't jump. Ready? Right.
A shotgun snap, Fields. He's going to go for a big play downfield. This is caught inside the 15. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great effort there. 59 yards. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
To throw is Watson. And his throw is going to be incomplete. T. Higgins was the intended target, but now it'll be 3rd down. You look at this Steeler defense against the pass, just numbers that they haven't liked. Number 30 in the league right now.
You know, when actors get ready for a scene, they often ask the question, what's my motivation? But what's the motivation of this group? What's their mindset? What's the problem that they have? Will they create an identity that allows them to get better?
From the gun on 3rd, Watson. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. down the left sideline. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
Back to throw, Fields. Short pass caught by the tight end, Griffin. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and that'll make it second down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn on field and gain any yardage.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. His 4th catch already in this first quarter. It's a first down.
Straight. Here we go, straight. Right.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Here we go. Good.
Here's Fields. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Steelers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Get set.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. You look at this Steeler defense against the pass, just numbers that they haven't liked. Number 30 in the league right now.
They absolutely have to avoid the penalties, have to walk that line between being aggressive and the ones that get you in trouble. The illegal contact, pass interference calls, they've got to make sure that they don't have those.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. How to get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward, incomplete pass. Back to throw, Watson. And this one is incomplete.
Well, you got a receiver here who's got 1 touchdown already in this first quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there, wanting to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage to make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
The Bengals bring out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. Well, pretty woeful there. Just 23 yards on the punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
He's got his man on the crossing route. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 43. On the option right is Fields. And he stopped immediately there. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. Play action. It's Fields. And that is incomplete. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
Fields now to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment, takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop.
Wow, partner, it's almost a little jarring to see a holder set up on the other side of midfield. I haven't brought out my binoculars to make sure on that one. That is showing an awful lot of confidence in a kicker to try and hit from 61 yards, and this one winds up no good.
Here's Guerrero on 1st down, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down, and you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better. And
that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. From a couple of yards beyond midfield, here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Guerrero. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, it's Guerrero. Pretty move. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Give him 8 yards on the play, and they pick up the 1st. The Bengals at a disappointing 1-4 as they start play. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. And I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
A handoff running right, Guerrero. And he'll get it inside the 35.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
2nd and 7, operating from the 34. Running right, this is Evans. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Now Lutz for the field goal try. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will remain a 2-touchdown game.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive. Missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you know, you put something out there, you've given yourself a chance, you're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the posts. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going. So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Now a 2nd and 2.
Angel. Hey, 551. Hey, Ted. Say hi.
Here's Fields. Over the middle, it's complete. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn them yet another first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Here we go.
On play action, Fields. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Go. Here we go, son. Go.
Again, Fields. Quick hitter here. It's complete. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Fields. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Here we go. Right.
They snap it to Fields. He's got his target. That's complete. And the Steelers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Well, the feel that I get on this is that they felt like 3 was just not going to be enough after getting this deep into their territory.
And Charles, correct me if I'm wrong, but it didn't even look like they hesitated there. They knew they wanted to go for it.
That tells me that during...
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Justin Fields, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
And Chase will go in motion left. Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. Another try for Garindo. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. They'll try the middle with Garindo. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. The second down play not much better than the first. Just a gain of one there.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first two plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. In motion left is Higgins. On the give, it's Garindo. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. They'll try and run for it. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position.
Here we go, son. Go Moss, go Moss. All right.
From the gun, here's Fields. Flushed out right. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down at a 21-yard gain. Fields. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Here's a 2nd and 5.
Here we go.
Now Fields. He's got the hook up here on the comebacker, complete. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Third down and 1.
Here we go.
To throw is Fields. And he is caught. Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick. So 1st and 10. And if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Bengals with work to do in this 3rd quarter, but they'll get the football first as we are back underway. And we will not see a return of the dynamic kickoff. And the first drive of the second half will commence from the 30-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. A give running left now, Garindo. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. That one a first down pickup of 8. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. He's able to force his way through one man, but he can muster only about a yard on the play. Second down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. Defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back. Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive.
31!
Handoff here, Guerrero. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. They had quite a hole to dig out of there on 3rd and long. Not able to get the first, but a pretty good size run.
A really good run, but how much confidence do you have in your next play call that you can sell to the head coach? Let's go get it on 4th down. Do you really have a play you believe in, or are you just hopeful? And you got to sell it to the big man before it gets called.
Here we go on 4th. Watson. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. So after the conversion on 4th, here's 1st and 10 just outside of the red zone. On the ground, here's Guerrero. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays. Offensive line right now really freeing up the rushing lanes on this drive.
And we have to give them props. They've earned them. But these big runs that we're seeing, they don't result without everyone else being involved as well. Blocking on the perimeter has to take place downfield too.
Now Watson. And it's caught. And he'll take this into the end zone for Bengal TD. Isaac Guerrero. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. Lutz to try to add the PAT. It's up and good, and it's now 28-14. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, 2nd down.
But really, that was no surprise there. They've been running it well all game. And I know goals change all the time, but any team will take that type of run each and every time.
2nd and 6.
Here we go, son. Hey, 551. Right.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Here we go. Good.
Now it's Fields. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Out is Jake Bates to try the field goal. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. Bates' kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So this drive maybe didn't end with the same kind of success they had in the first half, but they do add 3 to their lead.
And defensively, I think they went in there at halftime and made a pact with each other and said, look, we can't let these guys keep driving it right down our throats. Not perfect giving up 3, but a much better start than the way they played in the first half.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. The slot man in motion right. And that's out quickly to Chase. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a 2-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Here's Watson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll run with Garindo. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. Second down and 6 now.
Good set. Hey, 31. 9, I'm going.
Now it's Watson. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A big play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bengals have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you'd kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Lutz with the extra point, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football and be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Fields. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 36. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down.
Here we go.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Thumbs up. Ready?
On 2nd and 7, Fields in trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up 3rd down. We've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away from pretty good yardage, and that time they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way and get him on the ground before he does any damage.
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Here we go.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. The Bengals drive about to get going. And now their defense came through with a goal line stand, got them the ball back. See what they can do about putting a drive together. Long way to go.
They need to reward that defense. A goal line stand, they've got to make that stand up themselves, right? Give the defense a chance to catch their breath on the sidelines. At least get 2 first downs. 3 would be better. Change field position. Let them catch their breath.
Now it's Gorindo. Able to evade the tackle, but then quickly brought down just outside the 5. And the Bengals on 3rd down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This will be 3rd and 6. Now Watson going to change the look here.
54. 59, 59.
From the gun on 3rd, Watson. Open man, it's complete to Higgins. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. That one good for 24 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. We got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 2. Evans running behind center. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Watson. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down. To throw is Watson. Out to the flat. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
At the 48-yard line.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. He'll take this to the 46. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. 2nd down, 8 yards to go.
Reset.
Here's a quick throw to Higgins out wide. What a kickoff to the week this has been. Now a big play. It's 3rd down. Here's Watson. And that one complete once again to Higgins. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. He got out of bounds. That's a good thing, but still short of the 1st.
And now, since this brings up 4th down, the defensive play caller, grab your nerves, because now you don't want to be so amped up that you give them a 1st down by getting out of your lanes, but you also don't want to just lay back and let them have it easily.
Desperation time. Watson on 4th down. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
A little less than 90 seconds to go. This will be an onside kick. And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go, 10.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. Fields going to toss this quickly out wide, complete. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
And he is going to have a Steeler first down. All smiles on that sideline. That should be the one to do it.
The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
Here we go. Hey, 10. Right.
All eyes on Fields.
And in for the Steelers touchdown. A great effort there with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year.
And the Steelers get an important score there to extend their lead here in this fourth quarter.
Extra point right down the middle, and his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Bengals 28.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Reset.
Watson to throw. This one caught downfield by Higgins.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
Well, there's still hope, but it's dwindling fast. No timeouts left. They need 2 scores still. 1st and 10 here. From the gun, they'll try to run it.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the Steelers' 41-yard line.
Watson.
Being chased out left.
Open man downfield is Chase. He's got it.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the official saw, as this play will stand as is. Now Watson.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
With no timeouts left, that's a dangerous proposition, work in the middle of the field. Fortunately for them, that one fell incomplete.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now.
50 points down, he's coming. Alert, alert.
To throw, Watson.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now it's Watson. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Go.
So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And it was a game where they were off and running in the first quarter, Charles, and never looked back.
You know, partner, after a while, we always say the same thing, don't we? They set the tone early, right? They started fast. So I asked a few of my horse racing friends, do you have a term for me that we can use to cover that? And they said, yeah. When a horse breaks out like that, you say he caught a flyer out of the gate. And that's exactly what this team did today. I mean, they jumped out there, jumped on them, and were never headed.
So for Pittsburgh, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, the losses are piling up as they drop to 1-5 now. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Philly to face off with the Eagles. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.